So I've had this figure for several weeks, and this is the first time I'm actually going to take a look at it. This is Getter Dragon from SkyX Studios. SkyX Studios. My first one was a regular Getter Robo from Armageddon that absolutely blew me away. It probably the figure of the year for me. So I've gotten several more, two or three more. I think this is my fourth SkyX, and I kind of it's a great figure, but I have to admit that I have not been as blown away as I was by the original figure, and maybe it's just because each one is uh, as good, not better. But I mean, that's just the way it is. So it's a super solid figure. It's heavy, nice and heavy. You can feel the weight. The cape is. Let's show a little bit of. Unfortunately, the cape will kind of limit. Well, I guess it can go. All right, it can go all the way up there. Kind of pulls this piece down. The cape is attached. It comes in two pieces. You have to pull a piece off the back, and then it attaches in there. Um, One of the issues I had was getting it out of the box. It was in there quite snugly. But this piece here is separate from this, so they attach together with little pegs in the back. Pretty neat. SkyX likes to use magnets, and I love magnets. So you could see that the figure does not have the head. So it's does a lot of damaged pieces. Okay, so this piece here held on by magnets and doesn't want to come out. Okay, there you go. So this is magnets, but it also kind of pegs in a little bit too. So we'll put the damaged piece back on. When I display this, I always display it undamaged. In a little bit, I'll put the piece back in. So we have a damaged breastplate, and we have a regular breastplate. So I will just attach it on there very nicely. And then the head can go in there. If I can get it in. There you go, snaps in. So let's raise this camera up a little bit. Again, very nice, solid figure. Feels really good. You can see here this arm is damaged. We can let's pull this off and see if we can get this piece out. So it pulls out like that, and then we replace it with this arm, and I'll put the regular undamaged piece on here. This feels like metal. A lot of metal on this figure, and the usage of magnets is quite good. So we'll put this in there, and there he goes. This kind of uses magnets, but it also slides on. So it's a good looking figure. It's a real good looking figure. Now we have a piece here that's supposed to go in. This is supposed to lift off. I'm going to show you the instructions. It's all in Japanese. I cannot read Japanese. So I did not put the batteries in. The batteries did come with the figure. I didn't put them in. I apologize. But it shows all the different pieces that can be replaced, including this piece up here, it looks like, which I did not. That comes with a damaged piece. It uses LR521 batteries. Looks like 3 and 3. So now it shows here the top part lifting off. It says press. Press what? I tried. I could not get it separated. That was the one thing I could not do. So here's what it looks like when it's separated out. Okay. Now it also shows in here it along with Black Getter-Robo and the not Shin Getter-Robo, but the other Getter-Robo. So these are intended to be, I guess, put together in a display, and these pieces will attach together with each one, creating a whole diorama. So I'll have to figure out if I'm going to do that someday. I'm not going to do it now, but I might do it eventually. So this can come off. This is like super easy to come off. And then it can be replaced. Oops. Yes. This is the damaged piece. So we'll put this in here. Undamaged piece. Come on. Why does that not want to go in? Why did this go in so easily and that did not? Well, they are different. So let's try it again. I think I had this issue before. All right, I may have to do this off camera. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it off camera. Does not seem to want to go in. I don't know why they didn't just make these the same. Or am I? Oh, that's the problem. This piece is supposed to snap in there. Okay, it was never going to go on. Not the way I was trying to do it. So you got to be careful about that. Okay, so that piece goes on there. Magnet, hold on there, and we have Getter Dragon from Getter Armageddon. And we'll put this piece on here for his full effect. Oh, and we need this thigh piece here. The figure stands very nicely. I don't think I'm going to use a brace, if only because it doesn't really need one, and second because it would cause the figure to have need more space, and the shelf I'm going to put it in is kind of out of space, so I'm not going to be able to do that. All right, remove that, and we put on this again. It's not just magnets, it also has to peg in. He's got a couple of axes. Okay, very nice. And he's got some alternate hands that I'm not going to show. He could be holding the two axes. One of these days I'll get around to watching Getter-Robo Armageddon again. But yeah, it would be cool. I do have, like I said, I have all three of the figures, the Black Getter-Robo, the Red Getter-Robo, and Getter Dragon. So I could put together the whole display and use all the bases, and might do that one day. But for now, this is how I will display him with the cape. Looks like this. Does this fold up? No, maybe not. So anyway, that is Getter Dragon from SkyX Studios.